Okay, so I'm going to give you a demo over fluency. Fluency is the same thing. You have your drags that you can use, the numbers you can drag, the operations you can drag, and you have your workspace over here, or you have your workspace right here. Whatever is easiest for you. If you notice, I have this little microphone right here, and if you hover over it, or even if you click it, if you click or hover over it, you can go down to this play button, and it'll be
the sum of 1 and 22 hundredths and 1 and 62 hundredths.
so it's just me reading the problem to you. Now that is on all the slides that require some sort of something being read to you. So even though in the DMR video it didn't have it, it is on there. Same with the vocabulary. Each vocabulary word or their definition will be read to you. So at any time you see like this little bubble here, you can click on it and it's going to read whatever it's near. So let's begin. So it says find the sum of 1 and 22 hundredths and 1 and 62 hundredths. So again, I'm going to click the 1 with one finger, and using my other finger for my other hand, I'm going to drag it over to my workspace. And the same thing, at decimal point, you're going to click it and you're going to drag it. And then I'm going to click and hold it down to drag. Click and hold it down to drag. And then I know with lining up decimal points, when adding decimals, because I know some means to add, I have to line up my decimal points. And then I'm just going to continue putting my numbers. The 1 is in the ones place, so I make sure it stays in the ones place and lines up in the ones place. The 6 is in the tenths place, make sure it lines up with the tenths place. And then let me slide it over just a little bit. And then the 2 is in the hundredths, so I put the hundredths, okay? So now I have my numbers lined up, I have my decimal points lined up, and now I need to draw that line there. So again, you go up to your line tool, select line, and then off to the side you're going to draw your line. Once you draw it, you're going to click it and drag it underneath your numbers. And then you're going to drag your plus sign, because you know that sum means to add. You're going to drag your plus sign. And then you drop your decimal point down, so you're going to click and drag it. Then you got 2 plus 2 is 4. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. So it's a lot of clicking and dragging for this. However, it's to help you out so you can still show your work and get credit for it. Now, you could use a text box, but using a text box is probably going to be a little bit more difficult during fluency. So I don't recommend using text box because you're going to have a hard time lining up your decimal points and lining up your digits. So I would recommend, and I don't want you using the text box. I want you using the clicking and dragging during fluency time. Okay, so hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me.